Hey guys, this is Dan from Let's Tank, and today we got the announcement of Battle for Azeroth's release date, which is going to be on the 21st of September of this year, which is great news as with the pre-order we also get to level the new allied races. So I hope you guys have great fun in doing so, and you enjoy your new race that you choose, or you might be like me and pretty much go through every single scenario just to get one of every toon, which I'm actually really happy about because all my toons are spread across different servers at the moment and I want to get them all on the same server, so this gives me that opportunity without spending a ridiculous amount of money. We're also getting a free 110 boost with the pre-order, which is also great, as I just said, I want to get all my toons onto one server and this means my other toons can just stay where they are. So let's have a quick talk about what else was said in the Q&A today. Obviously the main thing was the release date of Battle for Azeroth, but there was a few other things that Ian went over and we're going to talk about that quickly now. So the big one for me was the bringing the class and not the player instead of bringing the player and not the class concept that he went into. And he pretty much says that each class should be different instead of having all these classes that do like stunning, are good at AoE. And as a leader of a guild or even a pug group that say you've got 5 rogues, you're going to be like, oh, we've got too many rogues, maybe we should cut it down to maybe 1 or 2. Maybe bring a warrior who brings like a battle shout and increases the whole raid's damage. And maybe bring a warlock with a portal gate since no other class brings that. And stuff like that. So it makes it a bit easier for pug groups or even guild leaders to not just go on to something say like Raid Round and just take the highest high level player. Instead, they're going to be like, oh, we kind of need a lust, or oh, we kind of need this class that brings a certain buff that'll help us get through this dungeon a little bit easier. So I think that's really going to be a really great way to pull the game instead of having all these classes that are pretty much similar and do pretty much the same thing. But instead of, say, doing a thunderclap on a warrior tank, you do a consecrate and a paladin, which pretty much does the exact same thing. Where they take this with tanks, though, is a little concerning as a tank who raids Mythic. I'm not going to really want to level every single tank in case one's viable for one fight and then another's viable for another. You're not going to have like 5 different tanks like a DK, a warrior, paladin, druid, all in the same guild. You're still going to only have them 2 tank slots. So it might be interesting to see where they take this with the actual tanks. Personally, I feel like you're going to have to probably level a few tanks up if you want to do Mythic raiding for different situations like DK grip, AoE stun if you need it, different types of movement speed. But we'll just have to see what the bosses are like and what actual Mythic raiding gets like. Then they went on to mention like weapons, and weapons won't be Titan forging but they'll still be war forging, which I kind of disagreed with. I think that weapons should just be like they drop, but then again I'm really biased against like Titan forging in general. I think it really negates a lot of the content that they bring out, and they really need to rethink the whole system, but that's a totally different kind of worms and I don't really want to get into that in this video. So yeah, they brought in that the weapon will only warforge and not Titan forge, and then they also quickly mentioned about an armor that's just not going to Titan forge or warforge because it has some kind of bonus that you get from wearing it. So that'll be very interesting to see what this armor actually does and how it affects us as tanks. And that was pretty much all that I really thought was relevant to me personally. Some of the other stuff they addressed survival hunters. They also addressed a lot of PvP stuff, which you can look up if you just go to the World of Warcraft YouTube channel. It's the latest Q&A that they did yesterday. It'll be now, as I've done this video over midnight because my raid's at midnight time, if you don't realise that if you have been watching me recently. I raid at 1 AM till 5 AM, which is crazy. But yeah, I've done this video over the past 2 days, and well, I started at about 11 o'clock actually, but yeah, it's now like 8 in the morning after raid, and I'm just trying to get this video out there before I go to bed. And finally, a few little things to note that from just testing the new allied races out is the questing probably takes about 30 minutes once you go to your main capital. As Horde, you want to go to Orgrimmar. As Alliance, I believe it's Stormwind, but I don't really care. I'm not Alliance, I never will be. So Horde, you go to Orgrimmar. You do a starting quest, you go to a few places. Takes roughly 30 minutes if you just hammer it out. Nothing too major, nothing too difficult. You make a new toon, and this toon starts at level 20. And then you just get on with your leveling. It's pretty boring to level again, but I'm just going to go through it because I haven't done it for a very long time. But yeah, guys, thanks for the support over Legion. I hope you guys are still enjoying my videos, and I will catch you on my next guides that should be coming out in the next week for Varamathras and also Coven. Just need to get a bit more footage as my recording stuff's been a bit iffy at the moment. So on that note, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.